There are cars that faces major issues and are a financial scam. From repair cost to electrical malfunctions, we're about to save you from thousands of dollars in repairs. This video will dive into the 15 cars that's financial disaster and can't even reach 40,000 miles. Trust me, these cars would shock you, especially the last car. Starting our countdown at number 15, we have the Chrysler 200. Priced around $22,000, this mid-size sedan might seem like a bargain on the surface. But beneath that decent-looking exterior lurks a reliability nightmare that would make even the most experienced mechanic question their career choice. The 9-speed transmission in these cars behaves like it's learning to drive for the first time, hesitating and sometimes refusing to shift altogether. Owners report complete transmission failures often happening around 30,000 miles, with repair bills exceeding $3,000. Even the electrical system seems designed by someone who considered wiring diagrams merely suggestions. You know you've made a serious mistake. Think American cars are the only ones with problems? Our next automotive disaster proves that even Italian style can't compensate for catastrophic engineering. Rolling in at number 14 is the Fiat 500L, starting around $20,000. This quirky Italian compact combines European styling with reliability ratings that would embarrass even the most questionable vehicles. The dual-clutch transmission in these cars seems specifically engineered to fail just after the warranty expires. Owners report jerky shifting, complete power loss, and transmission failures so common that mechanics joke about buying Fiat stock just to profit from the repair business. The electrical system apparently considers random failure an exciting feature, with everything from power windows to critical engine sensors failing before the 40,000-mile mark. It's the automotive equivalent of that romantic vacation fling, exotic and exciting until the reality of living with it sets in. Our next vehicle proves that even built Ford tough is sometimes just an empty marketing promise. Number 13 brings us the Ford Focus with the infamous PowerShift transmission, priced around $17,000. This compact car delivers disappointment wrapped in fuel efficiency marketing. The dual-clutch automatic transmission in these cars has spawned multiple class action lawsuits, with owners reporting shuddering, hesitation, and complete failures often before hitting 40,000 miles. Ford even had to extend the warranty to 100,000 miles because they knew these transmissions were automotive time bombs. What makes the Focus especially tragic is how the transmission issues transform an otherwise decent car into a repair shop. Regular owners report spending thousands on repairs, only to have the same problems return months later. It's like paying for a 5-star meal, but getting food poisoning every single time. From American disappointments to British betrayal, our next automotive atrocity proves that a premium badge doesn't guarantee premium reliability. At number 12, the Range Rover Evoque, priced at an eye-watering $45,000. This luxury compact SUV combines head-turning styling with head-scratching reliability issues. The 9-speed transmission seems perpetually confused about its job description, with owners reporting jerky shifts, complete failures, and repair bills exceeding $5,000. The electrical system appears designed by someone who believed random failures add excitement to your daily commute. Even the turbo engine develops an unquenchable thirst for both oil and your savings account. Range Rover owners often joke that the vehicle's natural habitat isn't the rugged outback, but rather the service department waiting room. It's like buying a mansion only to discover it was built on a sinkhole. Impressive to look at, but guaranteed to drain your finances into the abyss. Our next automotive disaster proves that even German engineering isn't immune to catastrophic failures. Coming in at number 11 is the Mini Cooper S, priced around $24,000. This iconic little car delivers big problems with its timing chain tensioner that seems designed with planned obsolescence as its primary engineering principle. The timing chain tensioner fails with impressive regularity around 30,000 miles, often leading to catastrophic engine damage that can cost more than the car's actual value to repair. The turbocharged engine creates impressive power figures on paper, right until it develops oil leaks that would make the Exxon Valdez blush. What makes the Mini Cooper S truly special is how it manages to be both incredibly fun and incredibly problematic simultaneously. It's the automotive equivalent of that friend who's always up for adventure, but somehow always forgets their wallet when the check arrives. From European disasters to American disappointments, our next vehicle proves that sometimes the dart misses the target entirely. At number 10, the Dodge Dart, priced around $18,000. This compact sedan was Chrysler's attempt to convince us they'd learned from past mistakes. They hadn't. The dual-clutch automatic transmission seems perpetually confused, with owners reporting jerky shifting, complete failures, and repair costs that make the car's initial price seem like the down payment on a much more expensive relationship. The electrical system develops gremlins faster than a horror movie franchise, with everything from the infotainment system to critical engine components failing before 40,000 miles. Our next automotive nightmare proves that even Korean manufacturers can stumble when reaching for reliability. Rolling in at number 9, certain Hyundai models with the Theta II engine, including the Sonata and Santa Fe, priced between $22,000 and $28,000. These vehicles deliver disappointment in family-friendly packaging. The Theta II engines have become infamous for catastrophic failures, often with no warning. Owners report complete engine seizures, sometimes while driving at highway speeds, creating not just financial disasters, but genuine safety hazards. The issue became so widespread that Hyundai was forced to extend warranties and issue recalls affecting millions of vehicles. What makes these engine failures particularly devastating is their timing, often striking just as owners finish making payments or right after the warranty would have expired. It's the automotive equivalent of that restaurant with a great location and attractive menu that somehow serves food that manages to be both overpriced and dangerous. Think German precision engineering guarantees reliability. Our next automotive disaster might change your mind. At number 8, the Volkswagen Tiguan with the 2.0 T engine, priced around $25,000. This compact SUV might seem like the perfect family hauler on the surface, but beneath that handsome exterior lurks a reliability nightmare. The timing chain system in these engines seems specifically engineered to fail just after the warranty expires, often leading to catastrophic engine damage when it does. Owners report complete engine failures around 35,000 miles, with repair bills exceeding $5,000. The turbo engine develops an unquenchable thirst for oil that would impress even the most dedicated petroleum companies. Even the water pump, a relatively simple component, fails with impressive regularity. The Tiguan proves one thing conclusively: German engineering isn't always what it's cracked up to be. From mainstream disappointments to luxury letdowns, our next automotive tragedy proves that even premium brands can deliver economy-level reliability. Cruising into number 7 is the Cadillac ATS, priced at $35,000. This luxury sports sedan looks and sounds like automotive perfection, but delivers drama in all the wrong ways. The 2.0T turbocharged engine develops mysterious cooling system issues and oil leaks that seem to multiply faster than rabbits in springtime. The CUE infotainment system crashes more often than a test dummy, with owners reporting complete screen failures and unresponsive controls often before 40,000 miles. What makes the ATS especially tragic is how it combines genuinely exciting driving, dynamics with reliability that would embarrass even budget brands. The leather interior smells amazing, right until the trim pieces start falling off during normal driving. It's the automotive equivalent of a Hollywood movie set. Stunning from a distance, but alarmingly flimsy when you look behind the scenes. Think Japanese cars are immune to catastrophic failures. Our next automotive disappointment proves otherwise. At number 6, the Nissan Versa with CVT transmission, priced around $15,000. This budget-friendly compact delivers budget-exceeding repair bills thanks to its problematic transmission. The CVT transmission in these cars has earned a reputation so notorious that mechanics can identify the distinctive whine before the car even enters their shop. Owners report shuddering, hesitation, and complete failures often before 40,000 miles, with repair costs exceeding $4,000. on a car that costs $15,000. What makes the Versa's transmission issues particularly devastating is how they transform an otherwise economical car into a financial burden. It's the automotive equivalent of that budget vacation package that somehow ends up costing more than a luxury resort once all the hidden fees are added. Our next automotive disaster proves that even sports cars aren't immune to catastrophic failures. Coming in at number 5, the early Scion FRS and Subaru BRZ twins, priced around $26,000. These sports coupes combine exhilarating handling with exasperating reliability issues. The valve spring recall became infamous among owners, with some cars experiencing worse performance and reliability after the recall service than before it. The direct injection system develops carbon buildup faster than a politician develops excuses, leading to power loss, rough idle, and expensive cleaning services. What makes these sports cars particularly tragic is how their reliability issues undermine their primary purpose, driving enjoyment. It's hard to enjoy those perfect corners when you're wondering if your engine is about to grenade itself. It's the automotive equivalent of that fitness influencer who looks amazing on Instagram, but can't actually run a mile without calling an Uber halfway. From sports car disappointments to SUV disasters, our next automotive tragedy proves that even iconic American brands can miss the mark entirely. At number 4, the Jeep Compass, priced around $22,000. This compact SUV consistently ranks among the least reliable vehicles on the road, with owners reporting an impressive array of issues that seem deliberately engineered to strike during important life events. The CVT transmission fails with such regularity that owners joke about scheduling replacements like oil changes. The electrical system apparently considers random failure an exciting feature, with everything from power windows to vital engine sensors failing before 40,000 miles. Even the four-wheel drive system, the one thing a Jeep should do well, develops issues that transform off-road adventures into roadside emergencies. The only thing this Compass reliably points to is the nearest repair shop. It's the automotive equivalent of that restaurant with authentic in its name, but serves food that would make actual natives of that cuisine weep with disappointment. Our next automotive nightmare proves that smart doesn't always mean intelligent. Rolling in at number 3 is the smart Fortwo, priced around $15,000. This tiny city car delivers big problems in a small package that will have you questioning if smart is actually just clever marketing. The automated manual transmission doesn't just shift poorly, it's fundamentally flawed by design. Owners report transmission failures as early as 25,000 miles, with replacement costs starting at $3,500, almost a quarter of the car's original price. The clutch actuators fail with such impressive regularity that repair shops joke about keeping them in stock specifically for smart owners. What's worse, the diagnostic equipment needed to properly service these transmissions is so specialized that many independent shops can't even work on them, forcing you back to dealerships with their premium labor rates. The engine mounts don't just wear out, they catastrophically fail, allowing the tiny 3-cylinder engine to literally move around in the engine bay, causing damage to surrounding components. The cooling system seems designed by someone who believed overheating adds character, with radiator fans failing around 30,000 miles and temperature sensors that report everything is fine right until your engine isn't. What makes the Smart Fortwo truly special is how it manages to combine economy car pricing with exotic car repair bills while delivering neither the economy nor the exotic experience. Even routine maintenance requires specialized procedures. A simple oil change means removing multiple panels and can cost triple what you'd pay for a normal compact car. It's the automotive equivalent of that tiny house that somehow costs more per square foot than a luxury condo while providing all the insulation properties of a tent. From tiny disappointments to mainstream disasters, our next automotive tragedy proves that sometimes American engineering falls short in spectacular fashion. Coming in at number 2, the Chevrolet Cruze, priced around $17,000. This compact sedan was GM's attempt to convince us they could build a reliable, efficient compact car. Spoiler alert, they failed so spectacularly that attorneys had a field day filing class action lawsuits. The 1.4L turbocharged engine doesn't just develop issues, it seems specifically engineered to self-destruct. The PCV valve integrated into the valve cover fails around 25,000 miles, causing a cascade of problems including oil consumption that would impress an oil tanker, vacuum leaks that leave mechanics scratching their heads, and check engine lights that appear with the regularity of sunrise. When this system fails, it often takes out the intake manifold and turbocharger with it, a repair package that can exceed $2,500. The water pump isn't just prone to failure, it's practically guaranteed to leak. Made of plastic and poorly designed, these pumps begin weeping coolant around 30,000 miles, often with no warning until your temperature gauge enters the red zone during rush hour traffic. What makes this especially infuriating is that replacing it requires disassembling much of the front of the engine, turning a $50 part into an $800 for $1,000 repair job. The infamous ticking time bomb timing chain issues turn highway driving into Russian roulette. The chain tensioner deteriorates prematurely, creating a distinctive ticking sound that grows louder until the day the chain jumps timing, bending valves, and potentially destroying the engine entirely. This catastrophic failure typically occurs between 35,000 and 45,000 miles, just as owners think they've cleared the problem period with their vehicle. Even the electrical system seems designed by someone who studied at the University of Random Failures. The negative battery cable develops resistance that causes everything from random stalling to complete electrical shutdowns, with symptoms so varied that dealerships often replace multiple components before finding the actual $20 cable, causing thousands in diagnostic fees. The trunk release switches fail with such regularity that owners resort to keeping the back seats folded down just to access their trunk. The fuel system compounds these issues with a purge valve solenoid that fails like clockwork at 30,000 miles, triggering both check engine lights and starting issues. This creates a bizarre scenario where your Cruze might start perfectly in the morning, then refuse to restart after getting gas, leaving you stranded in a gas station parking lot contemplating your life choices. The turbocharger oil feed lines, critical for keeping that precious turbo lubricated, develop leaks at their connection points, often without warning. When they fail, oil sprays onto hot exhaust components, creating not just a mechanical failure, but a potential fire hazard. Owners report complete turbocharger failures from oil starvation, with replacement costs starting at $1,800 on a car, worth less than $8,000 on the used market. It's the automotive equivalent of that contractor who promises quality work at budget prices, then delivers neither, while somehow exceeding the budget and blaming you for having unrealistic expectations about things like a car that actually runs. Taking the crown at number 1 is the Fiat 500 Abarth, priced around $22,000. This sporty Italian compact combines exhilarating performance with exasperating reliability issues that would make even the most patient owners consider walking as a more reliable alternative. The turbocharged 1.4L multi-air engine doesn't just have problems, it's practically a case study in engineering compromises. The high-pressure fuel pumps fail with alarming frequency around 25,000 miles, often without warning, leaving you stranded as the car simply refuses to start. Replacement costs start at $800 for just the part, with labor pushing that well over $1,200. The timing belt, yes, a belt, not a chain, needs replacement by 30,000 miles despite Fiat's optimistic 60,000-mile service interval recommendation, with owners reporting catastrophic engine damage when it inevitably fails early. The multi-air valve actuation system, Fiat's pride and joy technology, becomes its greatest weakness. This complex electro-hydraulic system that controls valve timing develops leaks at the solenoid seals, causing oil consumption so severe you'll be on first-name basis with gas station attendants from checking your oil at every fill-up. When it fails completely around 35,000 miles, you're looking at a $4,500 repair bill, nearly a quarter of the car's original value. The turbocharger doesn't just wear out, it self-destructs. Oil feed lines develop leaks at their crimped fittings, starving the turbo of lubrication until it seizes and sends metal fragments throughout your oil system. This minor failure can cascade into complete engine replacement, with bills exceeding $8,000 on a car worth less than $12,000 on the used market. Even the cooling system seems designed by someone who considered overheating an exciting feature. The thermostat housing, made of plastic and positioned directly above hot exhaust components, warps and cracks around 30,000 miles, spraying coolant across the engine bay and leaving you stranded with an overheated engine. What makes the Abarth truly tragic is its Jekyll and Hyde personality. When it works, that glorious exhaust note makes every tunnel a concert hall, and its go-kart handling transforms mundane commutes into Italian rally stages. But that exhilaration is constantly undermined by the looming dread of what might fail next. It's the automotive equivalent of that toxic relationship we've all witnessed. Absolutely gorgeous and exciting, but ultimately leaving you emotionally and financially drained, with nothing but repair receipts and trust issues to show for it. These are the 15 most unreliable cars that won't even make it to 40,000 miles. Subscribe so that you'll know about the best and worst cars you need to avoid buying, so you can save thousands. Actually, there are cars' engines that could reach 1,000,000 miles like it's nothing. Click this video to know those forever-lasting engines.